So this is a Chilean rose hair tarantula.
So who would win in a fight? This little tiny thing or the serval?
The serval would definitely win between, I hate to say it, but it's true.
Come on, shirt sleeve. All right. Look at this collar. See how it goes like this? I need to do it better. See, it's got a... Hey, Slater Crusaders, my name is Mike Slater. This is the show where we talk about something important, something that's gonna make you smart, something that's gonna make you feel good. We call it Here's What's Up. Do you remember back in the day when you got directions? This was before the internet, before Google Maps, before MapQuest, right? And how would everyone do it? They would say, all right, well, you take your second left, and then at the third stop sign, you turn right. I'm the third house on the right. And here's the best part, right? Do you remember, what's the next part that everyone would always give? This is what I miss the most. When someone gives directions, they'd say, if you make it to the Dairy Queen, you've gone too far, right? Didn't remember hearing that? Oh, if you make it to the bridge, you've gone too far. You just don't hear that anymore. I share that because this ad that I'm about to play you, this isn't even desperation. This is the marker for when you've gone past desperation. When you hit this ad, you've gone too far. You need to turn around and go back to the point of desperation when you're playing this ad.
Guys. If Cory Gardner gets his way, you better stock up on condoms.
By the way, Cory Gardner supports birth control over the counter, which is the opposite of banning birth control. All right, I'm done with this. Listen, make a promise with me, please. Raise your right hand, do scout sign, whatever it is, right? Repeat after me. I, insert your name here, Mike Slater, promise to never believe another political ad ever. Any of them, from any party. Just ignore them all. Don't listen to them. And if they are forced upon you, if you're watching the game and an ad, a political ad happens to come across, just ignore it. Don't let it sway you at all. They're all lies. Learn about candidates yourself, not through a propaganda piece. All right, story that's going to make you smart. This is important. The question is, do non-citizens vote? And the answer is yes. How much? There's a report that was done by the academic journal Electoral Studies. They said yes. Their research found that in 2008, 5.6% of non-citizens in the United States voted. 5.6% of all the non-citizens voted. All right, so now you may be thinking, well, that's not going to make a difference, right? Well, Al Franken in 2008 won his Senate race in Minnesota by 317 votes. That means if 0.65% of the non-citizens in Minnesota voted, then that changed the outcome of that election. And Al Franken was the 60th vote, therefore we have Obamacare. North Carolina in 2008, Obama won by 14,000 votes, which means if 5% of the non-citizens in North Carolina voted, then that swung the election for Obama. So non-citizens, do they vote? Yes. Does it change elections? Close ones, yeah. And Democrats don't want to change this. Let me explain it like this. There's three levels of ineptness. You have good people trying their darndest in a broken government system. The second level would be people who don't want to change the broken system, so they just turn a blind eye to the corruption. The third and lowest level of this Dante Inferno government bureaucracy corruption are those people who are actively corrupting the system. That's what we have here in California when it comes to non-citizens voting. When you register to vote in California, the form asks you, are you a U.S. citizen? And you check yes or no. If you check yes, done. You're registered. There's no background check at all. Because why would anyone lie about that? If you check no, you ready for this? The state, a few weeks later, sends you a postcard in the mail. And the postcard says, are you sure? You know, the other day you said you weren't a U.S. citizen. Are you sure you're not a U.S. citizen? Maybe you want to answer that question again. Now, here's the best part. If you don't send it back, then the state considers that you saying, yes, you are a citizen. And you're registered. It's that easy. So listen to what's happening here. The state goes out of their way to register non-citizens to vote in California. They go out of their way. And really, someone doesn't even have to lie in order to be registered to vote if they're a non-citizen. And then, of course, when you go to vote, you don't have to show an ID. Bottom line, if illegal immigrants voted Republican, then Democrats would build a 50-foot tall electric fence tomorrow. This week's feel-good story, it's a shout out to Dan, who has Down syndrome. He's 30 years old, just turned 30. He had his birthday the other day, and he invited his favorite musician to attend. And, well, when the cake came out, check it out.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, my God. Happy birthday. Remember to join me? Dear Dan.
Look at that reaction. I love it. And I wish more celebrities would use their fame like Kid Rock did just there. Thank you, Cider Crusaders. Sunday Night Football pick. We got Steelers versus the Ravens. If I lose, I will vote for Jerry Brown on Tuesday. Pah! Not happening. But I will pick correctly. So Steelers versus... I have no idea about these two teams. What do you got?
Steelers.
Steelers, it is. Jerry Brown, governor for 12 years. And
Sorry.
Jerry Brown, governor for 12 years, and just now he's like, hey, we're kind of running out of water here. We should do something about that. Why don't you let me borrow another $7.5 billion? No one, Prop 1. Oh, you can check out our last video right here. Last week, you can download the Liberty Tree app right here. Please download the Liberty Tree app, totally free. You can connect with conservatives all across the country, and you can listen to our daily radio show right there. PSA of the day, let's watch this kid win $10,000. My favorite part about this, not only the crowd just going crazy as he makes each shot, but he barely makes each one. He couldn't have made each shot less. Like, he barely made every single shot, bounce it off the top of the backboard, but still wins.